What's up, everybody? How's it going? This is Max here, Max the grill friend. Excuse me. Doing a takeover tonight on the Masterbuilt Instagram account. Hey, Cooper in Iowa, how are you? Hey, Jennifer, I'm great. How are you? Hey, Holy Smoke. Hey, Dave in Michigan, how's it going? We'll give some people some time to get in here, and we'll get started. So tonight we're going to be making some Mediterranean-style turkey burgers on the grill outside, of course. And once again, I'm Max the Grill Friend on all socials, Instagram, TikTok. You can go find me on there. And yeah, we'll be chatting, hanging out for the next hour or so, give or take. And oh, cool, from Colombia on here, awesome. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys had a great day. We can do a little prep work while we're waiting here too. So again, we're making some turkey burgers. I've already got the grill preheating, so we'll be good to go when we're ready there. But it's gonna be turkey burgers with a couple of extra things mixed into the burger patties. And then on top will just be real simple, probably like an easy tzatziki sauce, and then some just fresh vegetables. Tomatoes, onions, cucumbers. If there's anything else you guys have that you want to add into that, you could do that as well. But let's start by chopping up some of our vegetables while we're waiting for more people to come in here. Let me grab an onion. So I've got a red onion here. A lot of people don't like raw red onion. I'm not gonna cook this, but I like it. I feel like it's good on like Greek Mediterranean things, you know, in a Greek salad, stuff like that. I like to slice it as thin as possible, just so you don't get like a big bite of red onion in your mouth at once. Makes it a little bit less, you know, bitter. But I'll just get a couple slices of that. Hello to everybody who's joining in. Welcome. So this is like how thinly I slice them, real thin. Just to give you an idea. And I'm not a professional chef, by the way. You can see that I'm like taking my time with slicing and all that. I'm just a home cook, love grilling, love cooking. So yeah, the 1050. I have the 800, it's amazing, I love it. Especially because you can kind of cook anything on it. I use it like an oven. I have the griddle attachment. You can make breakfast and all that stuff on it. Smash burgers. It's fantastic. Okay, we got some onion. That should be good. Slice up a tomato. Hi guys. I don't have a new grill, it's just the Masterbuilt Gravity Series 800. But I'll take you out there in a minute, we'll grill up our burgers. All right, so we've got some, I guess I'll do the cucumber as well. Just finishing up our vegetables. I'm gonna slice this thinly. Put on top. And then we're also gonna dice up some cucumber as well to put in the tzatziki sauce, like a yogurt-based sauce. Side. All right, let's make our burgers. All right, so we got a bowl here, and we've got our meat. Here's a tip for you: buy a big bulk package of ground meat, portion it out into these Ziploc bags, make it flat, and freeze it like this. This is like an amazing tip. It defrosts in like a couple hours once you take it out of the freezer. And yes, the 800 is the mid-size. There's a 560, I think, 800, and then 1050. So the 800 is in between. Anyway, it defrosts super quick, and you have, just label it with what it is: turkey, beef, pork, whatever. Take it out, and you can use it very quickly. So I took mine out of the freezer already, obviously. It's nice and defrosted. We'll put it in the bowl. And so my burgers are usually I like to make them pretty basic. So salt, pepper, garlic powder, Worcestershire sauce if I'm doing like a beef burger. We'll just add a couple extra things in this to make it a little bit of a more Mediterranean thing. One will be some feta cheese, and I'm also gonna add some oregano in it as well. If you had like some fresh herbs you wanted to put in here, by all means do it. It'll probably be awesome. I'm just going kind of basic today, but you can go crazy and throw in whatever other Mediterranean flavors you like. So let me get some seasoning. salt. I started the grill before I even joined the live, Tony. So we'll go out there. I just wanted to make sure that it was all preheated and good to go. We'll go out there in a minute when the burgers are formed. I could open this pepper up. Ouch. Pepper. Garlic powder. I just kind of use my palm to measure things out. If you're actually measuring for salt, I think it's usually like between a half teaspoon to a teaspoon for a pound of meat. Oh, how long it takes to get the temperature. So it depends on like if it's a cold day or what. Mine, if it's going like from cold to the top temperature, it doesn't take any more than like 15 minutes maybe. It's pretty quick. If the fire really catches and it's good to go, it's fast. Oregano I'll just shake in there. And then a bunch of feta. I actually think I'm gonna add a little bit of some squeeze of lemon too. We're gonna put some lemon in our tzatziki. So why not add a little bit in our meat as well. Okay, let me get a plate for these burgers. Just get in there and mix it up. One thing you can do if you're not sure about the seasoning level, if you add the right amount or not, you can always form your burgers, form one little kind of taster patty, put that on the grill or on the in a pan, cook that off. It'll cook really fast, and then taste that and see if it's the right level of salt and everything. And then if not, you can add more, or add whatever else you think it needs to get it right before you form your actual, the rest of your patties. All right, so this is pretty nicely mixed. You can see the nice chunks of feta in there. And this is about a pound of meat, so what I'm gonna do is form this into four separate burger patties. Just kind of eyeball it. I'm not gonna get fancy and weigh it out or anything. I'll just kind of split it up and see how we did. Okay, those are about equal. I'll flatten them out. Hi, Aquamarine. What are some of you guys' favorite thing to cook, whether it's on the grill or otherwise? And obviously these burgers, I'm cooking them on the grill, but they certainly don't have to be made on the grill. You can do them in a pan on your stove. You can do them in this is ground turkey. Yep. You can do them in a pan, sear them off really nice. You can do it on one of those indoor griddle pans if you have it, or indoor grill pans. You can do it even in your oven. You can do it in a broiler. That all works. So whatever equipment you have, you can make it work with whatever you want to make. 3. Stuffed mushrooms, very nice. Sounds great. What do you stuff them with? Is that like a regular sausage stuffing? Jerky, very cool. I've never tried to make jerky. I've seen a lot of people do it at like the real low temp on the smoker, which is awesome, but haven't had a chance to do that. White stuff is feta cheese in here. These are Mediterranean style turkey burgers. So in terms of seasoning for turkey burgers, I usually I just season them like I would a beef burger. Salt, pepper, garlic, and Worcestershire sauce. If you want to like grate a little bit of onion in there too, that's nice because the onion kind of provides a little bit of moisture when you grate it in there. But pretty simple. I don't put a ton of stuff in my burgers. I know some people get crazy with breadcrumbs and eggs and all that. I feel like that becomes like a meatball or a meatloaf over a burger. Or you could even get away with just, balling up some ground beef and putting salt and pepper on top and calling it a day. That's good too. As long as you're using like a good quality beef or turkey or whatever, and putting enough seasoning on it, it should taste good. All right, so we've got our patties formed here. Let me get rid of this bowl, and then we'll go outside to the grill and throw them on. It should be preheated by now. Obviously, I didn't wash my hands. All right. Grab this. I'm gonna grab a spatula. I don't know if I have enough hands to do this, but we'll try. Okay, and I have to grab you guys. Let's go. All right, we are preheated. I gotta get out here. Put this down here. That's not a bad angle. Alright, can we see here? I might have to adjust this. Alright, I'm gonna give a little bit of a spray on the grill just so we don't have too much stickage. I'm actually gonna turn it up a little bit too. get them on. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Kind of, maybe. Oh, it's really dark, isn't it? So the burgers are on. I'm gonna close the top anyway. And I have to wash my hands. So let's go in, wash up, and we'll make the tzatziki sauce. While those cook. It shouldn't take too long. All right, let's go. We'll figure out a better angle once we go back outside. All right, so is the grill easy to clean? Yeah, I mean, it's no harder than any other grill, I would say. There's like a grease trap in the bottom. And the grates and the griddle come out. You can put them in, wash them in your sink if you want to. It's pretty straightforward. All right, so for the tzatziki sauce, I'm gonna cut up some cucumber. Actually, I'm gonna peel it first. You don't have to do this. But it's just a little bit better, I think. Okay. So for this, I'm giving the cucumber a really small dice, as small as possible. You also can scoop out the seeds in the middle if you want to, but I'm not doing that. Alright, so we got our diced cucumber here. for the tzatziki is some garlic. So I'll peel 1 clove of garlic. This is a pretty big clove. You can use as much or as little garlic as you like in this, but I like garlic. So that's also gonna get a pretty fine mince. And again, I'm not a professional here. I just kind of run my knife through it and turn it around and do it again. And then do it a few more times. Something like that. All right. So now we've got our Greek yogurt in a bowl, a spoon. This is gonna kind of be like the creaminess, the creamy aspect of the burger. There's not gonna be any, besides the feta, there's not gonna be any other cheese in it. So it's really just this tzatziki. It's gonna act as like the sauce for the burger. So we got our yogurt. We'll add in our cucumbers. And our garlic. Mix that up. And we're gonna have a squeeze of lemon in here. Some more oregano. And some salt. Make sure that's nice and combined. Kind of chunky, but very fresh, delicious, and also very healthy. All right, delicious. All right. Let's go check on our burgers now. I'm just gonna take the phone out of here. Excuse me. Is there any way for me to put on my phone or my camera light? Does anybody know? Because it's kind of dark. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and flip these. See some grill marks on there, looking good. And they didn't stick, so that's good news. Well, we'll get a much better look at these once they come inside. But just take my word for it, they look great. And they smell great. You guys could smell them. It shouldn't take too much longer. I'm gonna close the grill. And probably, well, let me go grab a plate and then we'll come back out here and grab them again. Always the left stays hotter. Yeah, actually, you know what? Usually when I have the griddle cover on, or the griddle top, because it's closest to the fire, the right side, the fire shoots out there, the right side of the griddle always gets hotter. But that isn't always the case when I am just using the grill. So it's kind of interesting that it's sometimes different like that. All right, so let's go grab a plate and then we'll come back outside. And then maybe we can just, yeah, it is weird. I'm not really sure why. All right, let's grab a plate. And then if you guys have questions or anything, we can do that before we pull the burgers off. Actually, while we're in here, let me throw some buns. Just gonna toast a couple of buns so they're ready to go. Put this here. I've got these nice looking brioche buns from the store. I'll throw them in the toaster. Definitely could throw these on the grill as well, but just for simplicity, I'll do them in here with a timer and everything so that I can focus on the burgers. Okay. Let's go back outside. All right, so we've got just to keep everybody back up to speed, I raised the temperature of the grill to 550. I started at 500, didn't seem quite hot enough to me. So I raised it up to to 550. And that seems to be going pretty well. They're getting nice grill marks. I think they're cooking at a good pace. So that's what I'm going with. One thing to note on these grills, if you have the lid open, the maximum temperature is 500 degrees. So if I had it at 550 here with the lid open, it would only max out at 500, but because I'm closing the lid, it's going to go up to 550. It'll go up all the way to 700 if you have the lid closed. So that's just like a safety feature that these things have. They don't want it getting too hot while you have the thing open, like fire screaming in your face and all that stuff. So just one note at the higher temperature that I'm rolling at. So for everybody who's new to the live here, yeah, these things last. Mine's a few years old as well, and it's in great shape. It works pretty much just like it did when I got it. It's great and so versatile. Like, you can do so many things with it. That's my favorite thing about it. Yep, and this isn't even the biggest size that they come in. This is the 800, and it comes in one size bigger, which is the 1080 or 1050, I forget. But it's like 1,000 square inches of cooking space, I believe it is. Anyway, so for anybody who's joining recently, tonight we're making Mediterranean style turkey burgers on the Gravity Series 800. And I am Max the Grill Friend. You can find me on all socials, Instagram, TikTok, at Max the Grill Friend. I think on TikTok I'm just the Grill Friend. But feel free to add me there. Check out some of my videos. And yeah, while we're waiting for the burgers to cook, does anybody have any questions or anything you want to chat about while we're sitting here hanging? Smoked meatloaf, that's awesome. So good. I've made one of those a long time ago. I have to do it again. It's been too long. It's delicious though. Yeah, so actually I bake in this thing all the time. That's kind of the awesome thing about, you being able to set the temperature. So I don't know if you saw earlier. It's currently set at 550 degrees, so you can be very precise with it and set it exactly where you want it to be, which comes in super handy for smoking. When you're smoking, brisket or pork butt at low and slow at 250 or 225, it'll hold that temperature for pretty much as long as it's got charcoal. But also a kind of a side benefit is you could bake in it, right? So if you want to bake a cake or cupcakes or brownies or cookies or whatever, at 350 or 400 or whatever temperature you want to do, it'll hold that. So if you go to my my TikTok or my Instagram as well, you can see plenty of videos where I'm baking stuff in it, all kinds of desserts. I bake bread in it, a lot of different things. So yes, it can definitely bake. Sorry, I missed a couple questions here. The pizza insert. So the pizza insert is actually great. I have that as well. It's not out here with me, but it works awesome. So it has a pizza stone in it, and kind of like the hood on top. And it does say you're supposed to close the top of the grill when you use it. And the one difference between the Masterbuilt pizza insert and a lot of other of the pizza grills that you can get on the market is you don't actually have to turn the pizza. Usually you pivot it a couple minutes into the cook to make sure that all sides get equally cooked. Here, let me just turn this back on me while I'm talking. This you don't have to turn at all. You basically close the grill, let it cook for 4 or 5 minutes-ish, and it comes out, cooked the same all the way around, which is awesome. And then your other question about, does it take the flat top insert in the bottom? Oh, you mean the pizza insert. So no, you don't need the griddle top at all for the pizza insert. It comes with its own pizza stone. So it's all self-contained with the pizza attachment. Anybody else had any other questions? Nope, not yet. All right, let's check on these burgers. I think these are just about there. What's the best cleaning practice? I'm probably not the best person to ask because I don't clean my grill every day or after every single cook. I'll scrape it down. But I would say, after every few cooks, at least clean off the grates because that's where the food is touching, obviously. And then one important thing to do is the manifold that's underneath the grates where the heat or where the fire comes through. Let me get this light to turn back on over here. It's important to clean off the grease and the leftover meat drippings from that, because if you don't, you risk that catching on fire. If you have another cook where you're really heating it up high, those drippings or excess from the previous cook could potentially catch on fire. And I've heard of people have issues like that. But as long as you continue to burn that off or scrape it off after you're done cooking, you shouldn't have an issue. I really haven't had any problems. So. All right, let's grab these burgers off. How often do you cook above 500 degrees? Not that often. If I'm searing a steak,
or burgers like this, or if I'm using the on the griddle top, unless I'm doing like smash burgers or something that I really want a super high heat for, steak on the griddle, I don't usually get above 500 degrees. So maybe like 10% of the time I'm cooking something, I'd say. All right, let's give you a view of these burgers. Here's what they look like. Maybe it'll be easier to see once I pull them off. Yeah, you can kind of see them better now. All right, so again, these are our Mediterranean style turkey burgers. These definitely did cook more on the left side than the right side. So that's what they look like. Let's go inside so you can see them even better. All right, let me power the grill down. Oh, you can see it pretty good there, right? So you want to make sure when you're cooking something like this, it's high enough where you're going to get some nice, a nice sear on it, some grill marks there, which is just going to add a lot of flavor. Let me put my inserts in. So I don't waste any precious charcoal. All right, let's go inside. And we're basically ready to build these burgers, as long as those buns are toasted. Let me turn you back around. These smell really good. All right, so is there a way to extend Bluetooth? I don't know what you mean by that. So the grill and the app when you're like controlling it from your phone, I think it works over Wi-Fi and not Bluetooth. So it has a pretty far range. I've never left my home when I've had the grill on just because that makes me nervous. So I've always been relatively close to it, but I don't actually know how far away you could be when you're using the grill or the app on the phone. So here's the burgers. You can see the pieces of feta in there. Some really nice flavors happening. So let me put you back on the stand, and then we can start building these guys. All right. Back in your perch. All right, let me make some space here. All right, so we've got our toasted buns here. Burgers look great. Thank you so much. All right, so let's make them. Let's build them. First our burgers down, then our nice homemade tzatziki sauce. Costa Rica, welcome in. Okay,
slices of tomato. We got some sliced cucumbers. And then some red onions as well. Nice. And there you have it. Our Mediterranean style turkey burgers. Easy, delicious, healthy. I mean, you guys saw I did that start to finish in 48 minutes. I mean, doesn't get much easier than that. I did preheat the grill, but otherwise I made everything right in front of you. So that's how easy it is. Again, nice and healthy. I know a lot of people have, you know, some New Year's resolutions early in the year in January to try to eat a little better. This is definitely a spaceman. Yeah, a lot of people are trying to eat healthier. This is an easy way to do it. We all know that, you know, a nice red meat cheeseburger is great every now and then, but this is an easy substitute that it really is almost just as delicious. So, yeah, I mean, before, oh, my dog's crying here. She wants to eat some of these burgers. Yeah, Spaceman, everybody wants you to share with them. Yeah, so again, before we wrap up, once again, I am Max the Grill Friend. You can find me on all socials, Instagram, TikTok. Check me out if you haven't already. Love for you guys to check out my videos, see what you think. And yeah, for me, it's dinner time. I'll give a quick taste of this burger, let you know how it is. I will have to make more. I'll get right to that after we're done here. But let's get in and give this a taste. And then you guys can make this for yourself. How about that? Look at that. Beautiful. All right, let's see how it is. Delicious. Really good. You don't even need cheese with that tzatziki. It's amazing. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you all. I hope you guys have a great night. And stay in touch, okay? Hopefully we'll be able to do this again soon. Take care. Yes, it's always good when the toppings fall out of the burger. All right, see you guys. Thanks again.